Hello again everyone, this is H2Acon from Online Nights presenting our 8th episode of Mass Effect Factions, the series where we explore the lore of the races in the Mass Effect trilogy. We break these videos down into 4 sections: history, anatomy, military, and culture. In this episode we're going to be covering the Human Systems Alliance. To start with, history, the background of the Alliance up until the games. Prehistoric humans were recognized by the Protheans as having potential, and they set up an outpost on Mars to observe human evolution. Unfortunately, the Protheans were wiped out by the Reapers before they could intervene in human development, and so humans evolved alone for the next 50,000 years. By the 20th century, humanity achieved spaceflight, with a permanent outpost on the Moon created in 2069, and the first colony on Mars being founded in 2103. In 2148, explorers unearthed the ruins of the Prothean outpost, the first unquestionable proof of aliens. This discovery unified the fractured political landscape of Earth, as humanity was united in their fear of an unknown alien threat. Within a year, the 18 largest nations combined their militaries to form an alliance to defend humanity. The Prothean data discovered on Mars catapulted human science forward. Most notably, it led them to the mass relay orbiting Pluto, which explorers were able to activate and travel to the Arcturus star system, a relay hub which gave them easy access to nearby systems. The Alliance sponsored a rapid expansion program, using the Arcturus relay to explore and colonize dozens of systems to secure resources. First contact came in 2557, when Turian forces fired upon human explorers that they caught reactivating a dormant relay, this practice being outlawed by the Council after the Rachni incident. One vessel managed to escape, and brought back an Alliance counterattack to destroy the Turian ship, this then provoking the Turians into launching an invasion of the local human colony, Shanxi. After a few minor engagements and a brief siege, Shanxi was forced to surrender. The Turians were unprepared for the size of the human response, however, as an entire fleet appeared soon afterwards to liberate Shanxi. As the Turians began to mobilize for full-scale war, their movements caught the attention of the other Council races, who were quick to intervene and broker a truce before things escalated further. As humanity's representative on the galactic stage, the Alliance gained the political credibility to create their own supranational parliament, and therefore the legitimacy to speak for humanity as a whole. The Alliance and humanity quickly integrated into galactic society, being granted an embassy on the Citadel in 2565, as recognition of their growing influence. But despite their power, humanity stands largely alone. Animosity between them and the Turians lingers on from the First Contact War, but despite this, the Alliance enjoys good relations with most of the Council races, and therefore already plays a major role in galactic politics. Secondly, anatomy, some notes on human biology. As human society globalized throughout the 21st century, and different ethnicities mixed more, human features became less and less diverse. Several recessive traits like red hair and green eyes are now exceedingly rare by the time of the games. With advances in medicine and gene therapy, most human diseases have now been eradicated, meaning that humans can live all the way up to 150 years old if they're lucky. Humans are not naturally biotic, however many humans have biotic abilities as a result of overexposure to element 0 during pregnancy. The exposure causes mutations in the fetus, where small nodules of element 0 form in their nervous system. Electrical pulses from their brain then simulate these nodules to allow for the use of biotic abilities. Most exposures do not result in biotically capable adults, however. More often than not, the baby is born with terminal cancer. Most human biotics have cybernetic implants to amplify their abilities. Thirdly, military, an assessment of the Alliance's strength. The human military is big, built out of fear of hostile alien races, and enlarged when First Contact proved the fear legitimate. 3% of the human population serve in the active military, which is then augmented by a heavy emphasis on technological support. The Alliance is one of the most prominent users of combat drones, artillery, and electronic warfare. Most units are equipped with virtual intelligence constructs, which rapidly process combat data and battle reports, to ensure that human forces have a complete real-time understanding of the engagement around them. Having a better picture of the battle than their opponents enables human commanders to take the initiative, the adaptability of human forces giving them a distinct edge over the regimented Turians or pre-planning Solarians, for example. With humanity stretched thin, colonies are defended by only token garrisons, the Alliance preferring to centralize their forces at strategically valuable relay nexuses like Arcturus. The Alliance has 8 of these nexus fleets, comprising several thousand ships altogether. These huge fleets are able to quickly respond to any attacks with overwhelming force. Citadel law limits the number of dreadnoughts that the Alliance is able to maintain, only 6 by the start of the games. The Alliance has worked around this law, however, by pioneering the use of carriers, comparable in size to dreadnoughts, but primarily transports as opposed to battleships, and thus exempt from any legal restrictions. Not the best at anything, but good at everything, the Alliance is one of the most powerful forces in the galaxy. With the First Contact War showing that they could even score wins against the mighty Turians, every faction respects the strength of the new kids on the block. Finally, culture, a summary of human society. The Alliance Parliament is based in Arcturus and acts as the unified government of Earth and its colonies. Many humans live outside of Alliance space, however, as the pace of private space exploration has exceeded even the rapid speed at which the Alliance expands its territory. As a result, many human colonies exist outside the Alliance's jurisdiction, leaving them vulnerable to pirate raids. Relations between these outer colonies and the Alliance are tense, especially due to the Alliance's policy of leaving colonies largely undefended. The Alliance's aggressive expansion is symbolic of the sheer ambition of humans, a trait in which they far exceed the other races. Humans are seen as the most innovative and progressive faction, causing some concern amongst other races. Their rate of expansion is regarded as dangerous by many, particularly their neighbours, the Batarians. The majority of humans are atheistic by the time of the games, the organised religions of Earth being unable to find a way to explain the aliens that humanity encountered. Religion is still a large part of the culture in some places, however most humans now accept that they are alone in the galaxy. They still consider themselves special though, holding an absolute belief that they can, and will, advance to greatness. So, that's the Alliance. As usual, this isn't a definitive summary, but we hope that this video has helped further your understanding of humanity's place in the games. We hope that you've enjoyed. Please like, comment any suggestions, and subscribe if you want to see more. I've been H2Acon, and I'll see you next time.